For those of you just finding this or just joining us, my name is Clayton Allred. I am the president and founder of the Church of Flames. I have a beautiful, brilliant team uh, that has brought this beautiful thing into creation and continues to expand and grow. The Church of Flames. Flames is an acronym for fire, love, art, music, equality, and sustainability. And it is our intention to gather communities around these ideals, around these temples, these uh, valuable gifts that we have, right? So bringing the fire spinning communities together around the world. Around the world. Can you imagine? I can. All the fire spinners getting together, working together, expanding, growing. It's already happening, right? But really bringing those communities together to work on common goals, to work on projects that have a continued ripple effect for multiple generations, that creates the planet that we want to leave, the planets and societies that we want to leave for our great great grandchildren, for our grandchildren. We have the power now. We have the power right now. All we got to do is connect. And the more we connect, and the more we utilize that power to connect, and the more we support each other, the greater of a magnet for change we become. And the more abundant we are in our own lives. And when you think about your closest friends, what do you value in them? Why are they your closest friends? Do they add value to your life? Do they add something that sparks something inside you? I hope so. And if not, I would recommend maybe shifting your own vibration and bringing in friends that do show up for that. And but it's all about gathering, connecting, learning, growing, teaching, learning how to communicate with one another by deeply listening, by feeling, utilizing our senses, turning on and listening to our natural knowing, listening to your own heart. Okay? So this church is about self-empowerment. This church is about self-exploration. This church is about community, unity, and global teamwork. Teamwork in general. It starts all in the smallest. It starts with the self. That's where it starts. And it ripples out. And so we're all about promoting different ways that you can embrace and love yourself, be compassionate with yourself, release shame, release judgment, step into spaces of self-forgiveness, self-compassion, and really own the moment of now. We don't have to keep on holding ourselves in prisons, mental prisons of the a lot of people. In fact, later I'll share a personal story. Actually, I'll share it now. This today I woke up and I missed part of my daily practice, and I let it affect me consciously. I let it affect me. I didn't do my next step in my daily practice because I missed the first one, and I started judging myself. and I was like walking in to my own little mental prison with my mind, with my thoughts. And it's crazy because often we don't realize that we're there when we're in this prison, and we can hold ourselves in all kinds of different mental prisons. And the bars are just as real as physical bars, because it's limiting your freedom. It's limiting your choice and your value and your worth and your overall day. Right? Like if I'm focusing my day on feeling like shit and being not valuing myself and feeling like everything's working against me, and feeling like God, why do I even try? If I'm and I'm sharing this because one of the things that's super important that I really want to put out there as the president of the church is that we're not here to be better than you. We're not here to tell you what to do, what's right or wrong for your journey. We're here to celebrate our divinity, our own uniqueness. And you have your own uniqueness that's completely unique. And uh, part of like really stepping into safe sacred and creating safe sacred spaces is equality. And you notice that that's one of the temples in the church, one of the seeds. Everything in the church is set up in sacred geometry. And equality is the E in flames. And that means when you really look at that, and I want to stress that I might be here delivering a sermon every week on Wednesday, but I am a human being as well. I'm not perfect. I'm not better than you. I, I sometimes struggle with mental chatter. I sometimes have a bad day. They're becoming a lot less frequent. A lot less frequent, actually. Um, but I'm here to provide you opportunities to look at different things and see if they work for you. I am here to provide you instantly 30 years of conscious diving into particular subject matters that you might find of interest and that you might value greatly. But I'm not here to tell you what to believe. That's your journey. And in our mission statement, we honor your journey, your divinity, your own unique relationship to the divine. Um, so we all experience challenges. We all experience struggles. We all sometimes take something personally, and that doesn't mean that we have to. We always have choice. And the more conscious and aware we've become of our daily choices, our moment to moment choices, of how I'm going to perceive my moment, how I'm going to perceive myself in this moment. Am I loving myself or am I judging myself? Earlier today, I was judging myself. And my thought pattern went quickly down a whole bunch of judgment, blame, it's programming. And what I want to really stress today is that from the time you were in the womb all the way to 7 years old, you were on record mode. We all were. As children, we're on record mode. That's the stage of development because we're taking in all of the things that are necessary for us to have, uh, be able to have our own lives, to be able to protect ourselves and navigate the world. And so we're just recording, right? And that means that all of all of those pains and perspectives that you might have had a completely different perspective. In fact, I would imagine that you had a completely different perspective on something that you found traumatic when you were 3 than what you would of that moment now, because your perspective has changed and you have so much to compare it to, and you have such a deeper understanding that you might not have, that might not have even been a trauma for you. And then the things that are very traumatic that happen, that we, like, uh finding out Santa Claus doesn't exist, finding out your parents lied to you the whole time, to, that can be very traumatic, because these are the people that you're supposed to love the most, yet we celebrate it as a culture. And those things uh are really uh, powerful, because the subconscious mind is replaying those programs throughout the rest of your life, uh, subconsciously, up until you decide to be conscious of it. And once you become conscious of it, and you are right now, because I'm telling you, and please, uh, search Dr. Joe Dispenza, search, um, uh, oh my goodness. my, oh well. I'll post some links, okay? Um, so our thoughts are so powerful. And our but our conscious thoughts aren't nearly as powerful as all the things that are playing in the background, unless we're using our conscious mind to navigate and rewrite some of those stories and be conscious of it and choose differently. Otherwise, we're just perpetuating the same cycles that we've been perpetuating for thousands of years. And those things really don't work, and we can see that they don't work. Or when we step into it where we're conscious and aware of, whoa, I am a creator. And that's another thing that this church is all about. We do believe some things. We believe some things very powerful, and we're very clear about those things. And one of those things is, you are very, very, very powerful, beyond what most people can currently imagine. And you can step into that power at any point in time. And it's all about staying conscious and aware of in the moment. And the trick is that when we become conscious and aware of how powerful we truly are, and we make a decision based off of old programming that goes against what I feel and know to be true of my power, then all of a sudden it's really easy to judge yourself, and then all of a sudden you're on this downward spiral. We don't need to be judging ourselves. And part of me sharing this is sharing my struggle, my own personal struggles this morning, is that we're all going through it. This is this beautiful thing called life, and nobody is above it. And you can work your way up through it to where, if you're putting enough time and energy into the self, oh yes, you can elevate. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to still be conscious and aware every moment. And there's times when we step out of that, even, and that's why it's a practice, and we are practicing. And the more we bring attention to our personal power and the accountable creators that we are, the more we become aware of our power as groups and communities with common goals, and the more we can connect, and the more we can learn and grow with one another, and the more we start being open to the beautiful individualistic puzzle pieces that we each are. And more of the puzzle starts coming together. And then all of a sudden we can see the power of what we can really create when we're acting in harmony with one another, when we're listening to one another and utilizing each other from a loving space where we're valuing each other. And in order for us to truly value one another, it all starts with the self and valuing the self. And I'm here to tell you that you are naturally of value. We all are. And as a race, we have kind of moved ourselves out of nature and put ourselves above nature. We've put ourselves above the system. We feel like as human beings, the majority, or at least the past, has seemed like uh, we can just do whatever we want to the planet, and we can just do this and do that, and nothing's gonna happen. Doesn't matter. We're just living our lives. Well, that I would call that very. I would say that that's unconscious, unaware, uneducated, and just like anybody that is currently out there that is feeling like that you can just do that. You can take a big old shit somewhere in the middle of the sidewalk and think people are gonna like it, like, or like I don't know, like it's just like it's um we're not focusing on any of that, and the more we can focus on the things that we truly love and value, and the more we can do that together and support that in one another, that's how we create change in a direction of peace and love and abundance for all life on planet Earth. And it really starts with the self, and um, realizing that we can pull ourselves out of those mental games. And I want to share with you what I did today to pull myself out, and I almost did. I wanted to cry. I did cry, and it wasn't for the reasons why for people that are close to me. I wasn't like my grandmother just died, and I'm actually getting ready to go to her funeral shortly after this live, um, starting the trip anyway. Uh, but it was more of like tears of sorrow. I had nothing. The tears that were wanting to come up had nothing to do with my grandma passing on. It, they were tears of fear and doubt and like shame and judgment and this energy, and I was all of a sudden I was feeling it and entertaining, like, and uh I remembered, oh yeah, Clayton, give yourself some love. You can give yourself some love. You can give yourself some compassion. I can give myself compassion. It's okay that I missed my. It doesn't need to affect my day, and I can step into a new moment of now. And I'm so grateful that I put some energy into that, and uh, instead of and it actually took me two times. I had to do it twice because those thoughts came right back after I felt good again, and they came right back, and I had to push through it again and be compassionate. And I actually was like, I give myself strength. I give myself compassion and forgiveness. I love myself. I I did that several times, and at first I was just like my mental chatter was, and it's my mental chatter was, uh, uh, don't you might love yourself, but still, it was just all this negative talk. And that I'm not accustomed to that. I'm usually really good at being able to shift, but I've had lots of practice too. This is not something that's, but I really had to uh, choose into. I could have chose to. I would have been had a horrible day. I probably wouldn't have even done my life. I probably wouldn't have shown up. I was. It was that um, bad. And so this is an encouragement to wherever you're at. It's okay. You know, like uh, we can all make progress on a daily basis, and we can grow gradually. Well, I've noticed that it's very common for me to want to make really big changes really quick, you know, and it's so much more powerful to make small changes while loving myself through it and be gradual in that. And I'm just learning that and it coming to deeper awareness. um, and so I just feel like somebody out there needed to hear that. That being said, I do want to share with you our mission statement. um, Actually, because it's a really powerful mission statement. Okay, so our purpose. The Church of Flames is purpose. Co-Flames is a sacred container providing education through arts, wellness, and sustainability for human and planetary evolution. And then our mission. We believe in the conscientious activation of one's godlike self. As creators, we hold sacred the value of free agency and our freedom of choice. In remembering our equanimity and our divinity, we transcend pain, fear, doubt, judgment, and shame into higher vibrational frequencies of compassion, forgiveness, understanding, acceptance, and accountability, expanding our own unique relationship to the divine. Co-Flames is the church of fire, love, art, music, equality, and sustainability that brings ideas into manifestation. Combining ancient wisdom with modern technologies allows for the creation of a sustainable planet. We believe vibrational frequencies holds keys to transform our inner and outer worlds. Fire and sound offer frequencies that have the power to that have the power to transform both metaphorically and literally. Ceremony, ritual, movement, and breath are centralized to the expansion of loving awareness and self-exploration. Oh my goodness, I have it. I thought I had it memorized. I do. Ceremony, ritual, movement, and breath are centralized to the expansion of self-exploration and loving awareness. As above, so below. We are all one, operating within a unified state of consciousness. By uniting like-minded people and resources, we work together with a common goal of creating peace and abundance for all life on planet Earth. Through educating, or through education and providing alternative solutions, we raise the frequency of our collective consciousness now. And this is so, and so it is. And so we're all about, like I said earlier, bringing community together. Because when you are held in a community, when you're loved and valued, and you're seen for the gift that you are, and you're valued for the gifts and talents that you offer and you share, and everybody's lifting each other up, oh my goodness, that is a feeling that I want to share with everybody. I get to have that feeling on a daily basis. And there's some people that have never ever felt that. And I get to have that feeling on a grand level on a daily basis. And I am so grateful for that. And I look forward to, every human being feeling that way. I do. I so look forward to every human being feeling that way, because every human being deserves to feel that way. And when you feel that way, then you understand why we built this beautiful vessel for us to uh, build and connect and grow with one another. Because it is divine. It is divine. And there's a lot of people in the fire communities all around the world, and fire spinning and flow arts is really growing at a very quick pace. You know, it's a wildfire cruising across the planet. And with that comes a whole bunch of people that are also getting into flow arts and aerial arts and circus arts. And with that, all of those things make you extremely ambidextrous. Uh, and all of a sudden you're in these flow states where anandamide is released, where you let go, you're in this, in the moment, flowing. And flow arts really assist in getting into that state. There's other ways to get into that state. Anandamide is called often it's called the bliss chemical, right? It's what's released when we step into flow. And there's a lot of beautiful things that happen when we step into flow states and we are being ambidextrous and utilizing, developing coherency in both sides of the brain. Because then all of a sudden, the rest of the system starts working into balance as well. And that changes everything. So, there's a lot of people out there that are big fans of the love. Who out there, who out there likes to feel loved? Who out there who out there likes to feel love in their heart and be in love and love life? Who out there loves to feel that? And how often are we feeling it? And on what levels? And that something that that you're exploring in your life? Deeper ways to love yourself? Because anyway, people can really connect in each of these temples, right? And when I say connect, not only with yourself, but with each other. like on multiple levels. Like there's connections that happen that aren't necessarily physical. Um, art. To make art, it's a pretty godlike act. You are a creator. To make music, you are a creator. And by the way, the Temple of Am is music, mushrooms, manifestation, a movement. So music, movement, mushrooms, manifestation. It's like the quadruple M, and really exploring the mind, exploring the gifts that psilocybin has for us, and mushrooms in general. Mushrooms have multiple medicinal uses, and there is a mushroom out there to fix any problem, whether that be globally with Mother Earth or with us. And they're very conscious and aware, and gifts that are interacting with us on some level all the time, whether we're aware of it or not. And then if we ingest them, we can definitely interact with them on a deeper level because we're inviting their blessings in. Um, so, equality. That's a thing that we all get to celebrate and explore as a human race. And this church is not too into supporting or giving any attention or any energy into anything that would create inequality. And we can honor and respect that over there, but I don't need to give it any energy, and the church doesn't either. But when we're promoting that, it's just gonna grow and grow and grow because we're all beautiful beings of light, and we're all uh, living this thing called life, and we can learn from one another. We can support one another. Things don't have to be the way that they have been. And so I really, really love as we wake up to each other's blessings and the gifts that each of us are. And that starts once again within the self, and recognizing and honoring your gifts. And if you don't know what your gifts are yet, explore. Go see what you're into. See what, and then when you find it and you're doing what you love, share. Yeah, we're big promoters of that. Doing what you love, listening to your heart, and being vulnerable and real with one another instead of fake and trying to be make it look like something that we're not. The more we're aware of that, bring it down to the level of, yo, we all have hardships, we all have trying things. It's what creates these beautiful moments in life, actually. um, and then the last temple is sustainability. And I see a lot of things. Uh, Sustainability is a big, big, big word, because not very many things that we are doing as a human race on planet Earth is sustainable. And luckily, we're waking up more and more and we're seeing new ideas, and people are getting turned on to other ways of doing things. And uh, part of that is to create sustainability. That's everything from like affordable health care, affordable housing, uh, water, activated water, um, communication, learning how to communicate with one another and listen to one another. Because we're never going to have world peace if we can't listen to one another. And I do believe we can have world peace. 100%. I feel like we can have world peace the moment the 98% decides that they want world peace. And I feel like we can do that peacefully. And once again, it all starts with the self. And so, if you'd like more information, dive into the Temple of Equality. You'll come to understand and be exposed to a lot of things that this church is based on. And this church is based off on things that are can be proven mathematically and scientifically. And well, one of those things is sacred geometry. And right now I'm actually sitting on my seat of life camera as I was doing my little practice prior to making this video or going live. Sacred geometry. Everything that is alive follows that pattern. The I Ching, gene keys, human design, all of these things, as above, so below, astrology, and we offer all of these things to explore, to start exploring yourself, to start journaling and tracking your journey, honoring yourself, coming into deeper levels of love for yourself. Yeah, so I'd recommend getting starting that journey, starting at week 1. They're on YouTube. They're also a Facebook page, Church of Flames Equality, and that's going to be a really great place to start. And I really look forward to growing in this practice as we explore ourselves, but we do so together, individually, but at the same time able to share with one another our insights, and that's where we really grow. That's I really look forward to that, and I'm seeing it happen, and I'm seeing it grow and grow and grow. And to all of our new subscribers, I want to say thank you. If you would like to get involved on any level, just reach out, leave a comment, find our Facebook page, the Church of Flames, on Facebook. Reach out to me personally. I'm easy to find, and just say that you want to get involved. And you can get involved on whatever level you would like. And I look forward to creating with you. So I feel like that is plenty. I'm actually feeling this space coming up, and I'm prepping everyone for it. I'm feeling like a space of silence is coming up for me in my life in the near future. I've been speaking a lot. I've been gathering people a lot. I've been talking a lot. I feel like I'm one of the most powerful things sometimes is to be still and to be silent and allow uh, silence to be. So I don't know when that's coming up. I'm feeling like it's probably uh, most of April or half of March to April. Not really sure, but I really feel the call to deepen my practice, to deepen my own practice, to deepen my own self exploration. And because the last thing that I want to do is be preaching to people. That's not what I want. I want to be a source of inspiration through being. And right now, that looks like me diving into myself more. That looks like me. Uh, I, I'm I'm learning some new practices. I'm implementing some new practices in my life, and I'm really want to make time and space for me to really uh, make that my focus. So that's coming up. I'll keep you informed. I appreciate everybody checking in. Uh, I go live every week at 3:33, and Aaron puts out an equality video, all pretty much every week. Every once in a while, one of us might miss something, but we usually have backup plans, and we are here in service, totally in service. I'm not. I'm not better than you. I am not. I am in service. If you need some extra support, if you need uh, advice, if you need, you know, reach out. Reach out. And know that you are worthy, know that you are loved, know that you are valued, and that you are valuable. And go out there and do what you love. That's this week's goal. Let go of stories and just do what you love. All right. Have a beautiful week. There's a pretty grand event happening in the sky on the 28th. Uh, Good time to start a meditation practice. I'm going to deepen mine, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 3:33 Mountain Standard Time. All right, love you guys. Mwah.